into flex. So you're all super welcome on in this morning. Flex, if you've not done before, is we're going to start off a plank sequence. There'll be some balance, some lunges. So really focusing on strength, on flexibility, on balance, all around lovely yoga practice. So, and we'll have a little play with some challenging poses at the end. So as always, do feel free to take it at your own pace, adapt and modify as you need. And this is Flex 4. So this is our 4th ever Flex we did. Super exciting. So Flex 4, hey Mom, if you are joining us on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, you can also jump into our Zoom room. So that means I get to see you. That is via the app. So we've got our all new Rise TV app, or you can also log in via the booking. So when you go into Wellness Living and you book, you should be able to jump into classes there. But if you have any problems anytime, you haven't got your Kajabi password, that's the app platform we use, you're super welcome just to drop us a message. If you're having any technical issues at all, let us know. So you can jump in and, hey Hannah, you right? So awesome stuff. Also, if you fancy some tunes, all our Spotify links are on the website. You can just search for Rise with a 1 Flex 4 and stick that on as well. Oh, I can see a dog. I've been enjoying dogs so much recently. Everyone in my life has a dog. They just make everything in life better. Awesome stuff. Hey, Flora, you right? Good. Oh, super nice to see you all. All right. Oh, gosh. Right. Cool. Awesome stuff, team. Oh, thanks. Oh, hey, Emily, you okay? Awesome. Oh, this is great. Look at all these people. Woo. Oh, thanks for joining, gang. All right. Hey, you right? It's super nice. Hey, Kang. Woo. This is great. What fun. Cool. All right. We've got 28 seconds to get started. So let's start thinking about... Oh, we're going to be on mute. So, yeah, just to make sure you've got a mat, make sure you've got any equipment you need. So if you know you like to use a brick or a strap, do feel free to grab one. And when you're ready, start to come on down and find your way into a wide leg child's pose. So knees out wide towards the edges of the mat, hips to heels. Closing the eyes. And we'll get started there. So just finding our way into our wide leg child's pose. And starting to find the breath. So letting the hips sink down towards the heels. The forehead come to the mat, the shoulders relax. And just feeling into the breath, really deep, full inhales. And exhales. Seeing if you can start to slow down the breath, maybe attaching a slow count of 3 or 4 to every breath in, to every breath out. So just letting the body become a little softer. Finding length in the side body, letting the eyes and the jaw soften. Just taking 3 more really deep breaths in. And out here. Filling the body with new oxygen, new energy. 1 more really deep inhale. Exhale. And from there, grounding down with the hands, rolling your way up and finding your way to a table pose. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Thinking about spreading the fingers out really wide, grounding down into the fingertips, into the second knuckle. And from there, working through cat-cow. So inhale, let the gaze lift, open the heart, stretch out through the chest. And exhale, really squeezing the core, press the earth away from you, chin to chest, lengthening out through the whole back body. So inhaling, opening up, just letting the gaze lift, really drawing the chest open, stretching out. And exhale, squeeze the core, arch and lengthen, tucking the tailbone, enjoying that beautiful release of the whole back body. 1 more inhale. And exhale from there, tucking the toes, sending the hips high, finding your downward facing dog. So maybe your first down dog of the day. So just taking some time, set yourself up, thinking about spreading the fingers out wide. Pointer finger is facing forwards, grounding down into the fingertips, into the second knuckle, and press the hands as hard as you can into the mat, really extending and lengthening the hips up high. If you want to take a little pedal out through the legs there, feel free. Thinking about finding strength in the core, thinking about lengthening the hips high as we start to find space in the hamstrings, in the calves, and the lower back. Wrapping the triceps in towards each other, as if you're bringing the creases of the elbows up to the sky, feeling the shoulder blades roll down the back, maybe giving the head a little shake. So downward facing dog, we're building strength in the arms and the shoulders and the abdominals. We're finding space in the back body, letting the spine decompress, and just taking one more deep breath in. And out here. And then from there, using the toes, just walk the feet towards the hands, bending the knees when you need to, finding your way into a floppy forward fold. Maybe taking one hand in one elbow, one in the other, and just letting the whole of the body drape and relax down. Weight into the toes, maybe taking a little bend through the knees, hips above the heels, and letting the whole back body relax and release the head, the shoulders, the spine, just gently draping down to the mat. Just taking a little sway, a little wiggle if that would be nice. Taking one more deep breath in. And out here. From there, when you're ready, ground down with the feet, engage the core, root to rise. Inhale, reach and stretch and open the heart out to the sky. Maybe a little baby back bend. Inhale. And exhale, swan dive, folding forwards, bending the knees if you need to, letting the hands plant and the head drop. On an inhale, floating up high on the fingertips or bringing the hands to the shins, squeezing in the core, long flat back. Inhale. And exhale, refold. Plant the hands, hop, step or jump, finding your way to a plank position. Thinking about spreading the fingers out wide, really grounding down with the fingertips with the second knuckle, almost like gripping onto the mat. Make sure the weight is evenly distributed. And we've tried to keep the weight away from the heels of the hands, so make sure it's into the fingertips, into the second knuckle. From there, we're pressing really hard with the hands into the mat, squeezing in the core, engaging the muscles of the glutes and the legs. So we should feel really strong, really powerful here in our plank. You're welcome to stay here. If you're feeling it, maybe having a go using the toes, rocking the body weight forwards and backwards, starting to build a little heat in the shoulders, work the abs, warming up the wrists. You can just hold if you need to. Working here for 3. So keep that core engaged. Don't forget about the breath. 2. Well done. And 1. Use the toes, move the body weight forward, start to bend through the elbows, lowering down to low plank. From there, rolling onto the tops of the feet, pressing the hands into the mat, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat, squeeze the glutes up dog, and exhale your way all the way back to a downward facing dog. Resetting your dog if you need to, spread the fingers out wide, wrap the triceps in, squeeze the core and send those hips as high as you can. Maybe thinking about engaging the quads, that's going to help find extra length in the hamstrings. Inhale, press the hips high, reaching up, stretching up, taking a deep inhale, exhale. From there, bend the knees, look to the hands, hop, step or jump the feet towards the hands. Inhale, extend and stretch out the spine once again. And exhale, relax, fold. Ground down with the feet, root to rise. Inhale, reach and stretch up tall. And exhale, the hands to heart center. All right, round 2, when you're ready. Inhale, lift up, stretch, hands high. And exhale, swan dive, folding forwards, bending the knees if you need to, hands plant, head drops. On an inhale, float up high on the fingertips or bring the hands to the shins. Once again, find that long, flat back, strong core, shoulders back. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Planting the hands, hop, step or jump. And we're finding our way to a plank position. From there, we're going to take the left hand under the left shoulder, rolling into a side plank. You can stagger the feet, you could stack the feet, or if you're feeling it, we're going to lift that right foot up to the sky. Finding the star side plank. Remember, if you want to come down to kneeling side plank, you're very welcome to. We're just going to focus on building strength here, a static hold. Thinking about squeezing in the core, pressing the bottom hand into the mat, reaching up to the sky. Lift and stretch, awesome, looking good at home. Working on balance and strength for 3. Deep breaths in and out. Hang on in there. 2 and 1. From there, find your way back to plank and then drop down to the forearms, coming down to a forearm plank. Elbows underneath the shoulders, strong through the core. And from there, either holding that forearm plank, you're welcome to the drop to the knees, or if you're feeling it, we're going to take little hip dips. We're going to roll the hips from side to side, thinking about engaging the core, really squeezing the abs to lift from one side to the other. Make sure the shoulder blades are coming apart. You're moving with control here, with power. So slowly lowering from one side to the other, or just holding that forearm plank, building strength in the shoulders and the abdominals. Working here for 3. Well done. 2. And 1. Find your way up to plank. And from there, use the toes, move the body weight forwards and lower through low plank. Inhale, find up dog. So pointing the toes, scooching the chest forwards, up dog. And exhale your way to a downward facing dog. Hips up high, spread the fingers out wide, thinking about wrapping the triceps in. Stretch and reach up through the back body. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. From there, we're going to move the weight into the right foot. The left foot lifts high, finding a 3-leg dog. Thinking about scissoring the legs together, almost as if you'd bring the left inside leg to squeeze into the right inside leg. The right heel is pressed into the earth, so you're stretching out through the back of the right leg. Inhaling and exhaling. Really squeeze that glute. Power up high. We're thinking about, again, holding for a little while here. Static pose. Stretching out through the back of the right leg and engaging the left glute, pointing or flexing the left toes to really activate the muscles of that left leg. Hanging in there, holding there. 3. Pressing really hard with the hands into the mat. 2. And 1. Left foot meets right. Look to the hands. Little hop, step or jump forwards. Inhale, find a long flat back, extend and stretch. Exhale, fold, relax. Ground down with the feet, root to rise. Inhale, reach and lift and lengthen, opening up. And exhale, fold down, second side. So same again, second side. Inhale, find a long flat back, stretching out, extending through the spine. Exhale, plant the hands, hop, step, jump. Find your way to plank. From there, we're taking a side plank. This time the right hand under right shoulder. Remember, you could stagger the feet, you could drop a knee, you could plant a foot, you can stack the feet, or you could extend up into this star variation. Thinking about pressing the right hand into the mat. Make sure you're feeling really strong, really powerful. Awesome stuff, looking good at home. So we're really good strengthening pose, getting into the side body, opening up through the chest, squeezing in the core, working on balance as well. Great prep for low arm balances we can have a look at later. Working here for 3. Deep breaths in and out. 2 and 1. Find your way back to plank and back down onto the forearm. Second set of rolling those hips. If you want to just hold your forearm plank or drop to the knees, you're super welcome to. Thinking about squeezing in the core. Imagine you're lifting up and over. Remember, we're not dropping the hips, but we're just squeezing, rolling from side to side. Working here for 3. Well done. 2. So really engage the core. And 1. Find your way up to plank. And from there, use the toes, move the body weight forwards, bend through the elbows, low plank. Inhale, up dog, shoulders back, strong core. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send those hips up high. Think about setting yourself up in this dog. So make sure the pointer finger is facing forwards. The fingers are spread out wide. The hips are high. The core is engaged, stretching out. Transferring your weight into the left foot and extend your right foot up to the sky. Try to keep the right hip steering towards the mat. The right glute, the right quad engaged. The left quad engaged. So remember, as before, we're almost imagining that we're squeezing the inner thighs towards each other. We're using the right glute to energize down the back of the right leg. Left heel is coming to the mat. So 3-leg dog. It's a really strong pose. We're strengthening that lifted leg. We're stretching out down the back of the left leg. Engaging the core. We're lengthening out through the spine. And we're building strength in the shoulders as well. Holding here. Hanging in there. Focus on that breath. Deep inhales. Exhales for 3. Deep breath in. And out. 2. Really squeeze that glute. And 1. Well done. Right foot meets left. Hop to hands. Inhale. Find a long flat back. Stretching out. And exhale, relax and fold. Ground down with the feet, root to rise and lift up. Inhale, extend, open out through the heart. And exhale, swan diving, folding straight back out down. Second little plank flow. Inhale, long flat back, really extend and stretch. And exhale, plant the hands, hop, step or jump, finding our way to a plank. From there, we're going to move into a wild thing. So lifting up your left foot, let the left foot fall behind right and extend the hips up high. So we're flipping over in our plank. So we're pressing both big toes into the plank. So just like we've stretched open, the right hand presses into the mat directly under right shoulder, squeezing the glutes and enjoying this little back bend. Really squeeze and lift and extend. If that does ever get too much, you can just drop down to the right knee and extend the left foot behind you, taking this kneeling variation. So we're opening up through the whole front side of the body, stretching out through the hip flexors, extending out through the chest. 3. Awesome, looking good. We're going to take it into fallen pyramid next. 2. And 1, plant the left hand down, post the left foot under the body and extend the right hand up to the sky. So we're now balancing on the left hand and the outer edge of the left foot. Right hand is reaching up to the sky. Squeeze the core. Really extend and reach and press up high with the hips, opening up through the chest. So again, that same sensation of strength, of opening through the chest that we find in our side plank. Hold in here for 3, deep breaths in. And out 2. And 1. From there, you're going to keep the left foot where it is. Right hand plants, right toes pivot. So in this plank variation with the left foot under the body, you're very welcome to stay there. Or if you fancy it, let's have a little look at the floor. So take the hands slightly wider, let the elbows bend, take a little press, and strong core, press it back up. 2 more if you can. So just a little bit press, and strong lift, working to the chest and to the back. 1 more, little press. And power back up. Left foot meets right, hands under shoulders. Use the toes, move the body weight forwards, bend through the elbows, low plank. Inhale, up dog, pointing the toes, lifting up through the chest. Exhale your way all the way back to a downward facing dog. Powering into the hands, wrapping the triceps away from the ears, strong through the core. And from there, when you're ready, right foot grounds, left foot lifts up to the sky. And this time we're going to flow with the legs. Inhale, lift that left foot high. Exhale, drive knee to nose, squeeze the core. So inhale, really reach and extend and stretch. And strong through the core. Drive that knee to nose, powering into the abs. 1 more time. Inhale, lift and stretch up as high as you can. Exhale, drive knee to nose. From there, left foot meets right. Look to hands. Hop, step, jump towards the hands. Inhale, stretching out, reaching out, long shoulders back. Exhale, relax, fold. Maybe feeling a little more space now. Ground down with the feet, root to rise. Inhale, reach and stretch. Strong core, open heart, little back bend. Exhale, fold down, second side. Inhale, find your long flat back, stretch it out. And exhale, plant the hands, hop, step, jump into plank. So from there, we're finding our wild thing again. So right foot lifts, right foot lands behind left, and then pop those hips high, reach up, open out into that lovely back bend. Remember the kneeling version, you just drop the left knee down, right foot comes behind, right hand can reach. So lots of variations here. We're thinking about lifting up, stretching up, press into both big toes, squeeze the core, and let the heart extend to the sky, the hips extend to the sky. So we're aiming to feel length down the whole front side of the body. So getting into the hip flexors, into the quads, all the way down through the front side of the body. Lovely strengthening pose as well. Deep breaths in. And now it's full-on pyramid. Next 3, 2, and 1. Right hand plants. Post your right foot under the body and extend the left hand up to the sky. So once again, we're squeezing in the abdominals and opening out through the heart. Focusing on power, on lift, on height. Right hand is under right shoulder. Left hand is streaming up to the sky. The hips are lifting. You're not sagging down, but keep that power. Deep breaths in. And out. Focus on that inhale, that exhale for 3. Awesome stuff. Looking really good at home. 2 and 1. So left hand plants, left toes twizzle. So both hands are under the shoulders. Right hand is under the body. You're welcome to stay there. Or if you're feeling it, we're just going to take a little bend of the elbows and slowly lower and squeeze the core. Press back up. 2 more. Little bend of the elbows. And strong, powerful power on up. 1 more time. Slow lower. And powerful lift all the way up and find your way back to plank there. Use the toes, move the body weight forwards, lower through low plank. Inhale, up dog, point the toes, chest to the arms. Exhale your way to downward facing dog. Hips up high, spreading the fingers out, wrapping the triceps in. Feel that power, that length through the whole back body. And when you're ready, ground down with the left foot and extend your right foot to the sky. Set yourself up, find that strength in the right leg, extending through the spine. When you're ready, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze the core. Inhale, reach and stretch. Right foot rises, engage that right glute. And drive, power into the abs, knee to nose. 1 more time, inhale to lift. And exhale, drive knee to nose. Right foot meets left. Bend the knees, look to hands, hop, step, jump forwards. Inhale, extend and stretch out. Exhale, fold. Nice job. Moving into back bends next. When you're ready, ground down with the feet. Inhale, rise and lift. Open the heart up to the sky. And exhale, swan dive, folding down. Hands plant, head drops. Inhale, long flat back. And exhale, plant the hands, hop, step or jump to plank. All right, we're going to take it to the floor, but we're going to take it to the floor via slow lower. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the toes, move the body weight forwards. At this point, if you need to drop to the knees, do feel free. We're going to, however, try and lower the body, whether on knees or toes, in one long line. So when you're ready, use the toes, move the body weight forwards, drop to the knees. If you need to, squeeze the core and slowly lower for 5. So we're going to make it as slow as we can. Elbows into rib cage. 4. Squeeze the core. Stick the bum in the air if you need to. 3, 2, 1. Press back up. And off we go again. So remember, knees if you need to, strong through the core. We're lowering the body one long line. Use the toes, move the body weight forward, slow lower. 5. Thinking about that strength in the core. 4. In the glutes. 3, 2, 1 more. Press all the way up. And we're going to lower all the way to the floor this time. So make it as slow and controlled as you can. Use the toes, move the body weight forward so the shoulders move past the wrists. Slow lower for 5. Really slow. Strong core. 4. Powerful, powerful through the abs. 3. Well done. Looking good at home. 2. And releasing all the way down to the floor. All right, nice little rest. Crocodile pose. Bring the right ear to the mat. Big toes together. The palms can face up by the sides. And just take a few deep breaths in. And out. So I love the little prone shavasana. We're just letting the shoulders relax. The back body open. And just taking one more deep inhale. Exhale here. From there, coming through center, low 5 to the floor, drawing the shoulders down away from the ears, engaging the core, engaging the glutes. Inhale and exhale, lift, squeezing the glutes, pointing the toes, drawing the fingertips together as it were over the back, opening out through the chest. So this is a locust pose. We're aiming to strengthen the back body. Really great for your lower back, strengthening the glutes and strengthening the lower back, drawing the chest up, opening out through the heart for 3. Inhale, exhale. So focus on engaging the core. 2. And 1, dropping that left ear down to the mat now, and back into our little crocodile pose. Just a little breather, letting the shoulders relax, the feet fall open, the whole of the lower body just chilling out for 3. So feeling that deep breath into the back body, into the spine. 2. 1 more inhale. Exhale. From there, coming back through center. All right, we have options here. You can either just interlock your hands behind you and lift the feet up as we did last time, or if you're feeling it, take yourself into a full bow. So we're going to take the hands to the feet to the hands, kick the feet back into the hands. That starts to lift the shoulders, and then we can let the knees start to lift. So we're going to inhale, kick back with the feet, and then lift up. So the feet are leading this movement. We're aiming to lift and open out through the heart. So always imagining that the feet are drawing the chest open. We get this lovely stretch at the front of the body. Keeping the knees in line with the hips, the glutes and abs lightly engaged. So we're still strengthening, but we're finding this beautiful stretch through the front side of the body. For 3, inhale. Exhale, really kick and lift and lengthen. 2. 1 more breath in. And out, release. Perfect. From there, hands under the shoulders, engage the core, press up through plank. And stretch all the way back, downward facing dog. So just take a moment in your downward facing dog, spread the fingers out wide, wrap the triceps in, squeeze the core, have a little pedal out through the legs, maybe a little stretch one side, into the other, whatever feels nice. And when you're ready from there, walk, step or jump the feet towards the hands. Inhale, long flat back, stretching out. Exhale, relax and fold. From there, grounding down with the feet, rise up till lifting up. Inhale. And exhale, hands to heart center. All right, we're going to move into a little balance sequence here. So starting off, we're just going to find our way into a chair pose. So hands to the side, strong core, inhale. Exhale, send the hips down low. So we're thinking about engaging the core, wrapping the triceps in. Inhale. Exhale. So making sure the knees are moving over the ankles, the core is engaged. This really slight tuck of the pelvis, shoulders down the back, hold in there for 3. Inhale. Exhale, really sink down low. Find that energy, that power. 2. Really challenging your balance here. And 1. From there, we're going to release the arms. We're going to take the weight into the right foot, move the left foot on top of right, either staying there, or if you can, we're going to wrap the left toes all the way around right. We're going to take the left arm under right and either hold onto the shoulders, or if you can, wrapping the arms together. So we're finding an eagle pose. If that's too much, just return to a chair. We're thinking about wrapping the legs up, the arms up, sinking down low. Elbows press away from the shoulders. We're stretching out there for 3. So inhale, exhale, sink down low. Really squeeze the core. Looking good at home. Really strong one for balance in the legs. 2. And 1, unravel. Great job. Left foot moves out behind you, hands to heart center, warrior 3. So thinking about engaging the right quad, almost imagine you're drawing the right hip backwards, squeeze the left glute, and we start to move into this T-shaped position. If it feels nice, you can extend the arms out behind you, hearing a nice opening through the chest, lengthening out from toes to head. Try and keep the chest and the body parallel to the floor, really using the abdominals and the strength of the legs to help you here. Awesome stuff, looking good. So a little aeroplane pose for 3. Thinking about engaging the glutes, stretching out through the spine. 2, and 1. Left toes ground, hands rise. So we're finding our way into a runner's lunge. You might just need to snake out the legs. So we're finding this really big, wide lunge. Right knee is over right ankle, engaging the left quad. Thinking about drawing the right foot and the right hip backwards. Slight tuck of the pelvis, strong through the core. Inhale. Exhale, challenge yourself, sink low into that lunge, working into the quads, into the glutes. When you're ready, we're going to flow with the breath. Inhale, reach up tall. And exhale, stretch back, squeezing the shoulder blades together, angling the body forwards. Inhale, reach up tall. Use the breath here to flow. Perfect. And exhale, stretch back, reach back, open through the heart. One more time. Inhale. Lift and extend. And exhale, stretch back. That right leg starting to feel on fire. Inhale, reach. From there, we're going to ground down with the whole outer edge of the left foot. Steer the hips towards the long, short side of the mat. So we're moving into a warrior 1 here. Inhale and exhale. Interlock the hands behind you and fold forwards. Bringing the right shoulder towards the right knee. If you can, on the inside of the right knee. The whole outer edge of the left foot is at a 45-degree angle, and you're grounding down. As you press into the left pinky toe, move the right knee forwards. Let the head relax. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, stretching out. Awesome, looking good at home. Humble warrior, a fantastic strengthening pose, also opening out through the hips. Inhaling. Exhale, hang on in there for 3. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together. Find that power. Don't collapse down. Press the feet into the mat. 2. And 1. Frame the front foot. Step back to plank. Hands underneath the shoulders. Engage the muscles of the legs. Use the toes. Move the body weight forwards. Bend through the elbows into low plank. Inhale, up dog, pointing the toes, chest lifts. Exhale your way to a downward facing dog. Send those hips up high, squeezing in the core. Find length. And from there, we're going to move the weight into the left foot. Right foot lifts, and then bend the right knee. Right heel comes to the earth, to the hips, the bum, and we're finding a scorpion leg. Right hip stacks above left. Lengthen down both sides of the body. Press the left heel into the mat. Power into the hands and stretch out through the hips, through the quads. Inhale. Exhale, extending and lengthening, letting the head and the shoulders relax for 3. So we're stretching out through the quads. 2. It's a lovely little opening through the hips. 1 more breath in. And out, right foot meets left. Look to the hands, hop, step or jump forwards. Inhale, long flat back, stretching out. Exhale, relax, fold, release. Ground down with the feet, rise and lift up tall, stretch. And exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful stuff. Let's take that on the second side. So back into our balance, starting off with chair. Hands rise to the sky, strong core. Sink down low, weight into the heels. Thinking about wrapping the triceps in. Thinking about that energy in the legs. Inhale. Exhale, slight tuck of the pelvis. Really power into those abs. Just 1 more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. From there, just going to take the hands to heart center. Slowly move the left foot, the weight into the left foot, wrapping the right foot either on top, or you can plant the right foot down, or you could also tuck the right toes behind left. Taking the hands out wide from there, right hand comes under left, either holding onto the shoulders or wrapping the arms together. If you want to keep the hands at heart center, feel free. So we're squeezing in the core, starting to square the hips and shoulders towards the front side of the mat. Elbows are moving away from the body and then hands to the sky, so we feel that lovely stretch of the shoulders, squeezing the core, sinking down low. So this is our eagle pose, Garudasana, getting loads of mobilizing benefits to the joints, strengthening through the legs, working on balance as well. Awesome, looking good at home. 3, inhale. Exhale, see if you can find depth. Really use the core to support that balance. 2, warrior 3 next, that T-shaped balance. And 1, unravel, release. Carefully transfer the weight into the left foot. Right foot moves out behind you. Thinking about engaging the muscles of that left leg. So engage the left quad, the left glute. Almost imagine you're drawing the left hip back, stretching out with the right toes. Engage the right glute. Inhale. Exhale, bring the body somewhere towards being parallel to the mat if you can, keeping that right hip down. If you'd like to extend the hands out behind you, feel free. So our aeroplane warrior 3 or normal warrior 3, we're stretching out long. Beautiful deep beat. expansive balance, stretching out through from toes to head, working on building strength in the abdominals and the standing leg, opening through the chest. For 3, inhale. Exhale, runner's lunge next. 2, hang on in there. And 1, right toes ground, hands rise, and let's move deeper into that lunge. So just set yourself up. Do feel free to adjust the legs. Left knee over left ankle. The hips are about feet are about hip width apart. Think about drawing the left foot and the left hip backwards and grounding down with the right foot. Engaging this right quad and lifting up with the hands when you're ready, sinking low into the hips. So make sure that you feel really powerful, really strong in the legs there. When you're ready, let's flow. Inhale, reach tall. And exhale, stretch back, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Inhale, lift and extend and open the heart to the sky. And exhale, stretching back, reaching back, really squeezing the core. Beautiful stuff, looking great. One more time, inhale. And exhale, flow back. Inhale, tall. And exhale, ground down with the whole outer edge of the right foot, warrior 1, steering the hips towards the short side of the mat, left knee bends, inhale, and exhale, interlock the hands, arching forwards. Left shoulder is just gently nudging inside the left hip. We're thinking about grounding down with the whole outer edge of the right foot. So engage that right quad, and imagine you're pressing the right foot backwards as the crown of the head reaches forward, squeezing the heels of the hands together. So we're opening through the heart space, through the hips, really powerful pose, inhale. Exhale, stretching out through the heart space, deep breaths in and out for 3, full breaths in and out. Letting the head and the shoulders relax, lengthening through the spine, 2. So settling into that breath, really enjoying that strength, that stretch. 1 more breath, inhale. And exhale, great job. Plant the hands, step back to plank. Left foot meets right, 1 long line. Use the toes, move the body weight forwards, bending through the elbows into your low plank. Inhale, up dog, shoulders back, stretching out through the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice stuff. So spreading the fingers out wide, wrapping the triceps in, hips up high, left foot rises. And when you're ready, left heel to the bum. Right heel to the earth. So we're finding our scorpion leg. Thinking about stacking left hip above right, grounding down with the outer edge of with the whole of the right foot, lifting the right quad up, starting to stretch out down both sides of the body, keep the hands powerful into the mat. So we're working on opening up through that left hip, getting some stretch into the left quad, opening up through the back of the right leg. Deep breaths in. And now remember that, keep that core engaged, lengthen through the spine for 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. And 1, left foot meets right. Look to the hands, hop, step or jump forwards. Inhale, find your long flat back, extend and stretch. Exhale, fold. Grounding down with the feet, root to rise. Inhale. And exhale, hands to heart center. Great job. From there, we're just going to jump the feet apart. So we're taking the feet slightly wider, shoulders down the back. Inhale. And exhale, sinking down, finding a lovely yogi spot. So we're just sinking down low. Feel free to find a comfortable position with the feet. Elbows pressing into inside the legs. Feeling that lovely opening through the hips, stretching out through the heart. Inhale. Exhale. From there, we're going to take the left hand down to the mat and inhale, the right hand open to the sky. So we're just opening through the chest. We're using the left forearm just to gently press the hips open. Perfect. Deep breaths in and out. 1 more breath. Inhale. And exhale, return through center. We're just going to swap on over. So right hand plants, left hand lifts. So we're just drawing space into the heart, opening out through the hips. A little stretch, really great for the legs, for the calves here, to be in this little squat for 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. And 1. All right, from there, we're going to move into a crow pose. So you're very welcome to stay here. If you're new to crows, don't worry. It is easy as it looks. So what you do, you might want to bring the feet slightly closer together so the toes are moving together. The knees are just going to come out wide. You're going to snuggle the body down low so you can press the forearms so over the elbows, underneath the shins. Spread the fingers out wide. From there, just look forwards, come up high on the toes. Maybe the hips lift a little bit, and you just look forwards, let the head move forwards. The head moving forwards gently draws the toes away from the floor. You squeeze the core, bring the toes together, and you're in your little crow pose. Low arm balance, building strength. So you're noticing the elbows just form a little shelf, and you just seesawing your way forwards, finding your way into a crow pose. So that's it. Just look forwards, and trust the toes are going to come away from the floor. So you just let them peel away from the floor, squeezing in the core, holding there for 3, 2, and 1. From there, we're either going to return to a plank by stepping back, or you can shoot back into a low plank and press up to full plank, stretching all the way back to a downward facing dog. Well done. Hips up high, wrapping the triceps in, squeezing in the abdominals. Inhale. Exhale. From there, when you're ready, right foot rises. Inhale. And exhale, landing your right foot outside the right hand, windmilling the whole of the left foot down, and finding your way up to warrior 2. Heel to inner arch alignment, right foot is facing forwards, really ground down into the outer edge of the left foot, right knee is over right ankle, shoulders down the back, strong through the core. From there, reaching forwards and taking your right elbow to the right knee, spiraling the left hand over the head. Thinking about grounding down with the whole of the left foot, really stretch and reach and extend through the side body. Inhale. Exhale. So the right elbow is just gently resting on the right knee. We're finding this beautiful lateral stretch right down the side body. Inhale. Exhale for 3. 3, stretch and yawn. Almost imagine you're spiraling the heart to the sky. 2. And 1, windmill the hands up. Turning both big toes towards the long side of the mat, interlocking the hands behind you. Inhale, arch back. So both toes are facing forwards, backs of the heels are in alignment. Inhale and exhale, fold. So stretching into a wide leg forward fold. If you prefer to have your hands down on the mat, feel free. If it feels nice, you can just interlock the hands behind you. Rocking the weight into the toes, lifting up the quads, extending the spine forwards, and then relaxing downwards. So it should feel like a really lovely release down the backs of the legs and through the spine. Inhaling. Exhaling. Awesome. Looking good for 3. So just stretching out through the hamstrings, through the lower back. 2. And 1. Take the hands to the hips, engage the core, power into the legs, lifting up with the back of the head. And from there, just windmilling yourself back to a downward facing dog. So framing that front foot, stepping back, down dog. Spreading the fingers out wide, wrapping the triceps in. When you're ready, it's the left side. So left foot rises, inhale. And exhale, left foot grounds down outside the left hand, grounding now with the whole of the right foot, windmilling the hands open. Left foot facing forwards, right foot is facing, so it's facing towards the long side of the mat. Heel to inner arch alignment, big wide stance, surfing legs, left knee over left ankle, engaging the muscles of the standing leg. From there, lean forwards, and when you're ready, left elbow to left knee, right hand spirals over the head. So we're thinking about grounding down into the outer edge of the right foot, thinking about lifting up with that right quad. So we're aiming to feel stretch down the side body here. So one long line from right hand to right heel, really extend and lengthen. We're just lightly encouraging that left knee open, using the left elbow, so we're getting the slight opening through the hip. Deep breath in and out. So really enjoying that stretch for 3. So opening through the side body. 2. 1 more inhale and exhale. Windmill the hands up. From there, we're going to turn both toes in. This time, we're going to keep the hands out wide. So we're taking a wide leg forward fold. Inhale, both toes facing the long side of the mat. Exhale, fold. So what we're going to do here is we're going to work the abs a little bit more. Bring the backs of the hands to the sky, rocking the weight into the toes, engaging the quads. Inhale, move the body weight forwards. Exhale, fold. Hands back, pressing up to the sky. Inhale, moving forwards. Exhale, let the head relax. Keep those hands up high if you can, really opening through the chest for 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Letting the whole of the body relax. 1 more breath in. And out. Perfect. Release the hands there. Walking the hands back towards the feet. Inhale and exhale. Just enjoying that beautiful deep forward fold. If it's available to you, you might want to walk the hands back between the legs and enjoy that deeper stretch. If you need to walk the hands forwards to find that level of comfort, feel free. Just aim to open out through the back body. Inhale. Exhale for 3. So stretching out there. Engage the quads. 2. 1 more breath in. And perfect. From there, taking the hands to the hips, engage the core, power into the feet, reaching up. And then turning the left toes to the front of the mat, windmilling the hands, finding your way back to a downward facing dog. Stretching up high, inhaling. Exhale. From there, left foot rises, lift, inhale, and land the left foot outside the left hand, drop the right knee down, and we're moving into the hips. So finding a lizard pose here. Left knee is over left ankle, right toes and right foot are stretching out behind you. From there, we're just going to inhale and exhale to sink into the hips. It might be staying up here. It might be you comfortably able to come down onto the forearms. Either is fine. We're just aiming to drop the hips, draw the down, lengthen the spine away from the base of the hips, and you'll feel this lovely stretch down the inside of the left leg and also through the right hip flexor. Working here for 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. So just gently opening through the hips. One more deep breath in. And down. Walking the hands up if you're down on the elbows, right hand plants, and inhale the left hand open to the sky, drawing the shoulders back, stretching out through the chest. You can roll onto the outer edge of the left hip if that feels nice. We're just aiming to enjoy this lovely opening through the heart space, through the hips, through the right hip flexor. Perfect for 3. Inhale. Exhale, really yawn and stretch open. 2. And 1, come back through center. From there, we're going to heel toe the left foot closer towards the midline of the mat and rock into a half splits. So the right knee is right knees underneath the right hip. We're just going to inhale, flex the left toes. Exhale, stretch forwards, letting the head and the shoulders relax down. Deep breath in. And out. So just letting the whole back body extend, the hamstring release for 1 more breath in. And out. From there, take it easy. We're going to drop the hips down to the mat. Left foot comes forwards. What we want to do is the right heel should be outside of the hip, so you can sit both sit bones on the floor. We're getting an internal rotation through the high with hero pose. This might be a bit much for your knees, in which case you're very welcome to bring the right foot round into a tree leg instead. So we're aiming to find a single leg forward fold. If you have got the right foot behind you, that's just going to give you this little bit of extra quad work. When you're ready, inhale, reach tall. And exhale, start to angle the body forwards, stretching into the back of that left hamstring. So we're getting a stretch of the right quad if you're in hero, or through the hip if you're in that tree leg. Engaging the left quad, inhale. And exhale, just relaxing, stretching forwards. Deep breaths in. And out. Well done. Take it easy. It is quite an intense stretch for 3. Moving the body weight forwards, keeping the hips grounded. 2. Awesome. 1 more breath in. And from there, walking the hands up, sweeping that right foot out in front of you, finding the sit bones, engaging the core, and let's stick out a boat. So finding your core, streaming the heart up towards the ceiling, shoulders back, inhale. Exhale, finding that boat pose, finding that strength, maybe extending out the legs if you're feeling it. Perfect. Hold in here for 5. So lift and extend and stretch. 4, really powering into those abs, working on balance. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Cross the legs, find your way to plank. Use the toes, move the body weight forwards, bend through the elbows, low plank. Inhaling, up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, straight into the right side from here. Right foot rises, inhale, lift. Exhale, land that right foot outside the right hand, left knee drops down. We're back in our lizard pose. So make sure you've got your right knee over right ankle. Feel free to adjust it using your hands if you need to. Sliding the left foot back, maybe coming down onto the forearms if you're feeling it. Finding that really beautiful deep stretch down the inside of the legs, through the front left side of the hip flexor, inhaling. And exhaling there. So stretching in, opening through the hips for 3. Deep breaths in. And out. So relaxing the shoulders, just feeling the hips drop and the spine extend. Beautiful stretch of the hips. 2. 1 more, inhale. Exhale. From there, walking the hands up, left hand plants, rolling onto the outer edge of the right foot, right hand lifts, and we're spiraling the body open, stretching open, shoulders relax, inhale. And exhale for 3. Just yawning and lengthening out through the heart space, through the hips. 2. Feel that breath, inhale. And exhale, coming back through center. Right foot moves closer into the side of the mat. Right foot flexes, squaring the hips, inhale. And exhale, starting to stretch out over that right leg. So just taking this lovely, gentle hamstring stretch, thinking about drawing the hips back, extending the spine away from those hips. Inhale. Exhale, relax, letting the whole back body drape for 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. So just stretching out there. 1 more really deep breath in. And from there, we're just going to drop the weight down so the hips come down towards the floor, and we're finding half hero again. So right foot out in front of us. The left foot is on the outside of the hip. Remember, you can just turn into a tree leg if you prefer. We need to find both sit bones down on the floor. Find a nice comfortable position. Flex that right foot. Inhale. And exhale, start to stretch forward. So we're just lengthening through the spine, letting the shoulders relax. Sit bones ground. Inhale. And exhale, just moving the body weight forwards, opening out through the back of the hamstrings, through the quad, using the breath here. Inhale. Feel the spine extend and lengthen on that inhale. Exhale to relax. Beautiful stuff. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Working here for just 3. So lovely. Release through the back body. 2. So almost there. One more bow and we'll have a little play. And we're down to Shavasana. One more breath in. And from there, walking the hands back up, whipping both legs out in front of you, engaging the core once again. This time, let's take hold of the peace sign fingers around the big toes if we can, and find our way into a bound boat, squeezing in the core, lifting up with the heart. Remember, you can take the hands around the backs of the legs if you prefer. Holding any of these variations for 3. So we lift and extend and stretch, shoulders back. 2. Nice. One more breath in. And out, release, cross the legs and find your way straight back to a downward facing dog. So a little pedal, little shake out there for 3, 2, and 1. From there, find your way to seated. And we're just going to have a quick little play with our 8-angle pose. So we're just going to take the left foot up, and we're just going to take the left foot into the left crook of the arm, the left knee into the left elbow, and have a little play rocking. It's almost like you've got a baby. You can take the hands underneath that left shin, and we're just taking a little stretch there. So it might be you just working there, thinking about opening out through the hips. What we're going to do is we're going to talk you through our 8-angle and our elephant pose. So what we're going to do is we're going to then pick up the left shoulder, and we're going to the left knee, and we're going to aim to get it over the left shoulder. It's not going to stay there, don't worry. We're just getting that movement towards it. From there, the left hand plants, the right hand is planting. So we've got the left thigh and the left calf are squeezing together over the left upper arm. Squeeze the core, angle the body forwards, press into both feet, both hands, and then we can whip the right foot over left, squeeze the core, and start to extend the legs out towards the side, finding an 8-angle pose. So the idea here is what you need to do is take the left calf and the left thigh together, the right foot comes on top, and then you press down, lift the bum up, and you may be staying there or maybe stretching out to the side. So this is our 8-angle pose. So it's about finding this seesaw type movement. So don't worry if you're not quite there yet. The other side, just so we're not wonky, just finding that sense of the right calf and thigh going together. So you can take a little baby with the leg, just start to open up through the hips. That might be your beginning. It might be taking that right foot over. Remember, you plant the right hand down, squeeze the core, lean forwards. Left foot comes on top of right. You then lift the bum off the mat, and then you can start to shoot the legs out to the sky, squeezing in the core. Have a little play with that balance. So it's quite a difficult one, but it does get easier. We'll just keep on working at it. So that's our 8-angle pose if you want to look it up online. And look at the time. All right, let's come down and have a little Shavasana. So great job, team. When you're ready, come on down. Give yourself a little squeeze, a little stretch, a little wiggle. And take a happy baby. Peace sign fingers around the big toes, knees in towards the armpits. Have a little wiggle around, a little stretch. Thinking about pressing the whole of the lower back down towards the floor, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale there for 3. So deep breaths in. And out. 2. And 1. Plant the feet down. Take the arms out wide. Give the hips a little windscreen wiper from side to side. So just let those knees fall from one side to the other. Releasing through the hips, through the spine. For 3. So just a gentle release. 2. And 1. From there, extend out with the arms, with the legs. Take a really lovely full body yawn. Deep inhale. And exhale. Relax the heels and the shoulders, the forehead, the jaw, the cheeks. For another 3. Inhale. Exhale. 2. 1 more really deep breath in. And perfect. From there, give yourself a little squeeze, a little stretch, a little wiggle. And when you're ready from there, rocking your way up to seated. Beautiful stuff, team. All right, so just finding the sit bones, thinking about grounding down with the sit bones. When you're ready, inhale, reaching up tall. And exhaling your hands back to heart space. Taking a final really deep inhale. Exhale. And have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you all so much for joining. I'll see you all soon. Namaste. Great job. Thanks, team. Thanks.